about a dance that pastors and church leaders and elders have to do when they do not understand God's provision and protection for women through divorce in the Bible, or a spouse in the Bible. And a spouse who is abused, abandoned, someone's committed adultery, and or they're being neglected. And when they don't understand that God has told people to get away from and have nothing to do with an abusive person, when they don't understand biblical divorce, what they end up doing that's so harmful to women, and this is the big thing that they do, they try to get the women to accommodate and acquiesce to abusive men. They try to get the women to scour themselves for what is their fault and their problem in a conflict. You know, everyone sins. Women, men, husbands, wives, everyone's a sinner. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. But the sin that happens in abuse, that is overarching way above anything that's going on down here. So this little sin down here is not contributing to this sin of abuse. And when pastors don't understand biblical divorce, when they have that really simplistic understanding where they look at a scripture that was mistranslated into God hates divorce. And by the way, if he hates divorce, it doesn't mean that it's a sin. It doesn't mean that people who have that, who have to make that choice to live in peace, that doesn't mean that, that God does, that's a sin to have to choose that when someone has been destructive in your home and in your marriage and not allowed you to live in peace. So when pastors and church leaders don't understand that about divorce, they have this dance where they pin women into more oppression. So they're experiencing oppression from their spouse, and then they experience oppression from a pastor who is doing the only dance that he's been taught to do, which is to try to get that female to acquiesce and accommodate abuse.